Get on the road first, then go over the bridge. There we go. Well, it's not a bridge. On the map it looks bridgy, but... And we want to be looking at upgrading... I want to make sure I upgrade all the carry capacity things. Because we're going to need them at some point. So we're going to need like fish bones. What's those ones? Tripcaster ammo. Oh, we can do this one right now. Let's... So we need a fox skin. Need all the animals. Hey Bonfire, how you doing? What game did you settle in on playing? So we still need to get as much of the wildlife as possible. We're also we're getting to the point where instead of investing shards in into like smaller quality stuff, we're selling off a lot of items like vendoring stuff. We're going to be getting what's that? It'll get to the point that once we have all of the bigger stuff, like extra items will go into vendoring. And when extra items go into vendoring, I don't know if that's too far. I don't want to waste these arrows because I need to get some more blaze.
A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
Yeah, when we no longer need the items for crafting and we can vendor excess, that's when money starts going up. Oh, boar bone, nice. Ooh, hat in time. I wouldn't mind doing a hat in time. Beelzebubs really liked it.
It looks like there was a scuffle here, but no body. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went.
Okay, what is this going to send us through? It's going to send us down the road, probably up to this camp, right? Beware of the whatever they are. Project Zomboid. I've seen it, but...
Save these for the trail.
For some reason I want to say it's kind of... it's like a RimWorld-y... Oh, don't waste that. Is it that sort of base buildy and protect yourself type of game? What else was I playing? Yeah. It's been around for a while, yeah? I think when I was playing They Are Billions, people were saying it was like Project Zomboid. But I guess maybe just because the people tend to dig in on one thing. You know, both games have zombies. They must be the same game. Which is not always the case, right? Sims Zombie Apocalypse. Dude, just stop playing it, man. It's not going to get better. I mean, when you get a game like that, I think any game that has any, like, the smallest resemblance to RPG systems, and let's go with the smallest of the small, like, levels, right? Often the early game is the hardest because it's your basically naked character up against basic enemy. And so progress in a lot of games happens when you get a few levels, and it's not because you get stronger and out level. You could be relatively the same if against slightly higher level enemies, but it's because you've got basic protections after that, and some basic attacks and stuff down. And I've found, especially in anything that resembles Soul style in terms of, you know, combat, or even less Soulsy style, and go something, you know, like, because this isn't Souls, it's just regular third-person combat. So anything from this through to full-on Souls to even like early Metroidvania stuff, if it's done really badly, like the slow Metroidvania combat stuff, like those early stages, more so in the third person combats though, can be brutally unbalanced. And it's almost as if, from a player's perspective, it can feel like you're supposed to just grind up 3 or 4 levels, and it still doesn't seem to do anything. Because sure, you might get a few points here and there to spend, but without defensive items or better offensive items, usually the leveling itself doesn't do that much. You found all the trash items, yeah. Like I said, we talked about it yesterday. It comes. I personally get the feel from a lot of games that they're
outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
They're being made from a position of technical capability, but passion. Like, it doesn't have. Games don't have to be made as a pure passion project. But I think there needs to be some form of passion outside of I'm capable of doing the job. You know what I mean? And I think because it's a creativity industry. Are these guys bad guys? They are. You know, and it's hard to compare to a normal trade. Like, you don't need someone to be passionate about brickwork to be a good bricky. And the same with like an electrician or a plumber or any physical trade. They just need to be willing to learn how to do it and do a good job. I don't think you can, like, when you compare that to game design, you might be capable of putting together games, but it's not the same. Yeah. And that's where we're seeing a lot of games these days that, not cookie cutter, but close to it in terms of they put together the basic components, but the game's got no, I don't know, soul, heart, feel. And even basic mechanics feel off because technically you've got 4 walls and a roof, but is it really it's a house, but it's not a home type of situation. Yeah, those guys are bad guys.
That grass over there. That grass moving, or is it just me? Someone here?
It's funny though, because what it does do is when you get a good quality small game, you know, that's definitely made with enough heart and capability, it just stands out. I don't know. I think I gave Tomb Raider more. There was definitely lines of my criticism that were fair, but I think I was maybe turned the volume up on it a little too much. It was just disappointing. But it was a trend we definitely saw in them that, you know, the second one in the trilogy was not as good, and then the third one, you know, just made you want to get out. Panz being overcritical never happened. Never. Never. I didn't really either. I thought the one on with the story on Yamakai Island with Himiko, it was just really good. Like like in the just like the stories that interwove, like all the people that had ended up stranded on the island and then under the control of the dude, and like he believed that he was sort of, you know, releasing the energy of the island so that he could leave, and it just, I don't know, like it, and the pacing of it felt really good. And there was still some of that in the second one with the story, but it just started, like, they're all far-fetched, you know, especially like when that first one had the you know, the 1,000-year-old Oni, I think they're called. You know, that's just, you know, that's in the realms of supernatural. Which is fine. You're allowed to have supernatural. It doesn't have to be all real. Yeah, and that's the, and yeah, it was definitely,
only to starve in Sunfall.
You know, evil corporation.
Something rooting around in that grass?
Gotta stay quiet.
It's one of the biggest complaints about the Resident Evil franchise.
Are you gonna hide like a coward or come out and fight?
Like, they have good story, and then they like, okay, now how do we tie it back to Evil
Turn
Corp?
up anything?
It's like, why do you have to tie it back to Evil Corp? Why couldn't you just have a good story that was a good story? Okay, I think if I can kill this guy over here.
Dangerous, mad. But when we retake Meridian, they'll call us master.
No, I think it happens late in it. They bring it back to it, and it's like there was quite a fair bit of disappointment because of that. Sorry for spoilers. It doesn't really spoil, but, you know, because...
By the sun, I will see Meridian again, stronger than it ever was. Might be something up there.
Oh, he's going to see the body.
Face the sun's judgment.
I mean, I will continue to say I think they've done a terrible job in the
Let this pierce my foe.
stealth combat side of it. Like the fact that that guy comes around, he saw me, so he's good to be like, okay, there's a body there, there's someone here, right? But he comes around the corner while he's investigating, and he knows exactly where I am. And that's really dated combat, where all the enemies on the map that have never seen you know 100% where you're crouched in a bush where they can't see.
Can breathe again. Quietly.
No one disappears without a trace. Shot.
That was...
I'm gonna make you pay for that. I'm not gonna die. Run! Get under cover!
Holy crap.
By the sun, bleed him!
If you take too many hidden sniper shots, enemies start shooting in general direction. Yeah, see, that seems reasonable. Maybe not with archers because they don't want to keep,
Shadow
like,
Carja outpost.
in systems with
Let's hope
guns,
this one-
totally.
What is inside?
Cool. And the autosave, I think the other thing too is the... I'm just going to die again so it reloads. The way it checkpoints, like, everything respawns from an autosave or a quick save, which it does prevent cheesing stuff like going back and saving then running back out again. But when you put your main player in a position like this of harm on a reload, I'm in a loop now. I'm going to spawn with striders in the way, and there is nothing I can do about it. Like, where's quality assurance on this? Like, this should have been a test on, like, should have just been a standard test on a checklist. Check every single spawn point in the game. Can the player spawn in with enemies?
The Shadow Carja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
So the way around it, though, there's a bit of random. Because the striders can spawn within a certain range and a location within their spawn area. So on that one, they spawn facing a different way and a little bit further apart. So we get lucky. Actually need to kill them. I don't think I'm going to come running all the way back down here. Don't.
Can't scare me.
Got something?
Don't mean you any harm. Just a little harm.
The ceasefire is but a trick.
Yep. Hey, Ivana, how you doing? Yeah, I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. It's got quirks here and there that you're like, ugh, but so do most of them. Ideally, what I want to do is throw a rock over
I
there
remember the view from Meridian on days such as this.
and have that guy go look for it really close to the wall, so that when I take him out, no one from above can see, or maybe he's in the bushes. But the body detection is the same as the would be, and I have to make a slight assumption, but I can kind of back it from gameplay and feel that the body detection uses the same sort of rule set as the stealth detection. So if he dies in a spot where I would be stealthed in, they can't see him from afar. But if he dies behind, like the bush, behind the long grass, someone will see his body, which can and cannot sometimes be true. If you're standing up at the long grass, maybe you can see behind over it, but if you're far enough away, it should create a line of sight barrier.
Only the Karja and Shadow truly deserve the name Karja.
I really wish she had, with the stealth kill, you could then pull the body into the grass. And just make it a bit smoother than, some of the fun yet long and painful body drags in like Desperados or Shadow Tactics. I need to get him over here.
I remember the view from Meridian on days such as this.
I'm going in.
You come a little bit further, mate.
Something over here.
He's like, no, I don't want to go around and have a look.
Sunset. Maybe a chance to rest.
Have we fought to save Meridian for years? Only to starve in sunfire.
Oh, we get seen picking up a rock. How much of his body has to be in the bushes? Don't know. It's very likely that there's a singular point on the body that determines whether he's in the bush or not. It's the same for us. We're in the bushes now. I'm not going to test it because there's a dude coming that can see me. But we'll get to a certain point where we're considered no longer in the bushes. And it can be really annoying too, because you get little dead patches. You might have a spot like just here that's considered not in the bushes, right? Or your little patch right in the middle where this little barren patch, tiny little barren patch, and that's considered not in the bushes. And so if they lie across that and fall in that at the right spot, that's considered seeable. Whereas I've had some that have fallen across the corner of the bushes, like there, with half their torso sticking out that way and all their legs sticking out that way, and that's not seeable.
King Jiran only understood strength, he would spit on us for this ceasefire.
I've got an ability, but he's not close enough to the wall to do it.
Heard something above.
Stay still, breathe slow.
If you're here, show yourself. It's only fair.
Oh, so that guy up there heard the rock as well. And yet that guy's...
Huh. There's a relief.
You don't have patience to be stealth, you go full Rambo and hopefully be a good player to survive. Yeah, I mean, you could... I'm sure at some point you could possibly do that with this game. Or maybe just... It depends when you say full Rambo, like run in like a madman, kill one person, then run back out again. But like saying, if you don't have the patience to do that, there's going to be games that you just cannot do that in. And I'd probably say that this one, especially on this difficulty, you couldn't do that. You just don't have the rate of fire or the damage. Now, that possibly could be farmed, but again, you'd have to like be patient enough to farm up overpowered equipment and overpower your level at a stage of the game. Then, you know, again, it's another patience trade-off.
But no more dangerous than we are.
What do you got, Kizron? The original Rambo was all about stealth until he started blowing up the supermarket, right? Well, he still did that from stealth, I guess, yeah.
They let us starve in Sunfall, while they feast in Meridian.
Kind of want this guy to see me again. So there's that guy over there as well, right? He's looking down on here.
So-called King Navad sent peace envoys to the Outlanders we nearly conquered. How weak.
I think I go around that and try and get him in those long grasses. I don't get to go around this rock. There's so many guys in here. Like 4, 5, 6, 7.
Only the
Been around,
Cardinal
dude.
Shadow truly deserve the name project.
Okay, so there is a path there that comes from somewhere.
Come out, wherever you are!
So I don't know if that enemy can be seen by this one over here. I think I liked the despite for all the foibles the rest of the game had, I like the small engagement in Cyberpunk option because you could stealth out fairly quickly at the start to thin some of the outliers, and then if you got caught, there was good option to then go shoot and move and take people out, either by assessing like, do I just run at them and take them out, or do I go from cover to cover? It still definitely had the problem that, you know, once you're alerted, like everyone was alerted.
I remember the view from Meridian on days such as this.
So I'm concerned if I have to fight off the last few people in there, are they going to call everyone else from the compound? And there's a save point in there. Probably not then, right?
Show yourself, you miserable...
No. Come on.
Show yourself! Sharpen my arrow special!
Come over here, buddy. Hey, Raging Water, how you
Too
doing?
blasted jumpy.
The biggest problem going to be with saving here is having it reload and have that guy be alive. Right there. I think saving here is still better than not. Plus, we can always go back to the other save if we need to. Alright.
They've gotten Hassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Huh. I think we can get that guy when he turns around.
Got company, I think. Let this impale the enemy.
We're going to test out that save point now.
The moon will welcome you.
I've got silent running, but enemies here. Hang on, before I complain about this, I'm pretty sure I've got silent
Hassan,
running.
all right. He needs help.
Look where it spawned me
Let's try
in.
this again.
The machines have grown more dangerous.
I'll keep it simple since you're obviously
more
feeble.
dangerous than we
We
are.
were behind the
What were
front
you
door, and
doing
somehow we're
out
up in
by
a
the
really good
fork?
spot
It
now.
was a picnic.
Yeah, we've got silent running. Not silent, quiet. Greatly reduces chance of.
With
but
your mother.
I
They-
think
they
he's
seem to
trying hurt
notice,
your
though.
Feelings won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may.
we could have got up
we're
here
not
though,
getting
while that guy's
anywhere.
back was
That's all
turned.
right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Fire is but a trick, so we can attack under cover of shadow.
We definitely get the 3 on the outside. Before entering combat. I don't know if I can get the 3. We can get these 2 and not be in combat.
Sent peace envoys to the Outlanders we nearly conquered. How
They're going to turn at the
Let's
same time.
try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
As soon as
It
the
was
guy
a
downstairs
picnic.
turns around, I want to make a
With your
move for the
mother.
guy up
I
top.
think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
We'll definitely get him in a spot where he's out of sight. That one over there we can get the kill, but I think one of those guys down there will see us do it.
Come on, gents, let's get her.
What the crap?
Cut deep.
And where was my strike from above?
Guide this through the heart of my foe.
I wonder if I can, oh, he's got a fire starter.
Son, guide this to my foe.
Look at this cheese. Oh, I got, what did I get hit by?
Too fast.
Yeah, you can run around and go upstairs and then just jump in the air and do a strike from above kill on guys that have too many hit points to fight. Hey, Valkyrie, how you doing?
He needs help.
Let's try this again.
Nothing good can come of this place.
I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right,
Steady.
I'm taking
The
wagers.
quicker we find the girl, the sooner we return to the sun.
Oh, that's good that he's coming this way.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously
Looks like we're introduced.
What else you got?
Guess it's not good he's coming that way. I've gotten around. Okay, so that's how we get the third guy. We can pull him up the stairs.
It was as a
Which means I need to get the guy up the top of the stairs here, at the top of the stairs, and then quickly get the guy downstairs
Gotten us on, all
while
right.
he's behind the thing.
He needs help.
Let's
It's a
try
girl.
this.
She's armed.
Oh, well, that was quick.
Let this dark.
I really would prefer to stealth it, but
Stay on the move or perish!
okay, it's good advice. Give me my thing.
Break the enemy.
That's one way of giving it to me.
They've gotten us on, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again.
Meridian has had its time.
I'll
in
keep it
Titanic's
simple since
sun.
you're obviously
The
feeble.
shadow must pass over it.
What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
Alright.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right, I'm taking wagers.
It's amazing, like, what some of them will see, and yet, like, I'll do a crashing silent strike that will just destroy that cart and knock over this wood pile, and they won't hear anything.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work.
Okay.
My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right, I'm taking wagers.
I need to jump. Get the visual. Hit the button, which I can do, but I think there's a misrepresentation between the...
Something up?
There we go, got it. No. Why?
Hit the ground!
I mean, we've got 2 range guys left, so it's not terrible for us.
Let no foe stand!
Except when one of them does that. I can laugh it off.
All right. He needs help.
Let's try this again.
Oh, we've been found already.
I'll keep it simple.
Sent peace envoys to the Outlanders we nearly conquered. How weak.
No, quickly.
Evade that or you're dead.
Blood for...
I knew a box of Roman candles such a strong weapon. It's a cool weapon, though. But yeah, basically, it feels like Roman candles.
Got Nassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again.
Here the old ones died.
I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Our time will come, and come soon.
Okay,
Let's
so
try this
let
again.
that part down, Pat.
I'll keep
Kind
it
of.
simple since you're obviously
We get
feeble.
randomed sometimes, but
What were you doing
for the most
out
part,
by
it
the
goes like
fork?
that.
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With...
What's that up there?
By my cards of blood. Don't turn your back on the enemy. That hurt! This is not a warning!
Almost died.
Let this darken the sky. Grant me victory! Keep out! Flank your foe! Cut deep! You've provoked the sun. Might not make it.
Get out. Nope.
I'm hit.
Is he out of ammo?
It's worse. The word of shadow.
No.
Guide this to the throne.
Yeah, yeah. Dude gets shot in the face with an arrow, says, ow.
Fight! I'm hit! Not that one! I'll feel that tomorrow! Let this pierce my soul.
I mean, we know he's got less than 500 hit points because 500 damage takedown takes him down, but... If I could rope caster him.
All right.
If it had been a straight fight, I'd have them.
And we got there. It definitely wasn't pretty, but we got there. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
And it sounds like, are you going to talk to me? It's like, dude, I'm looting. Get over it. Why is there a snowstorm coming through?
Kindeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
You're not going to run straight into enemies, are you? I know you probably like doing that, but I don't want to. Is that rope there at the start of the fight? I think it could have been useful. I still can't get over that this is what Colorado's going to look like in the future.
Can't be too prepared.
I have a skill point. I do. I want the double herbs. Wait, didn't I just take double herbs? Why'd you give me double? Additional. Hang on. Oh, okay. It doesn't give you addition. It looks like it gave me something other than... No, doesn't matter.
Kindeev told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravan. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
Beg a high blood for help? Ugh. But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
Return to Ravan. Okay. Ravan can give me monies. I need some blaze though. Have we got any? I need fish. Oh, we can do some fishing. There's a nice little area to do some fishing. And before some giant crocodile slash bird slash anything else comes in and decides it's not a nice spot to do some fishing. No, fish has gone downstream too fast. I see some green. Fishbone. Nice.
Ugh. Gonna have to run my boots dry.
Right up the doit. Yeah. Get this from the boar. I didn't have anything good. I think it's gone from 7%, 6% to 7%. Oh, it's blue. That's talisman. Or from 12 to 14. Okay, so that's a decent increase, like from getting 6 to getting 7.
I'll tuck that away.
Especially on the doubles from 12 to 14. That's, I mean, it's the same ratio, but fish bone. I haven't seen a blue fish drop. I wonder if there is a blue fish drop. And I've seen no sort of purple animal drops anywhere, so there's a blue fish drop. Fish skin. Crafting. Carry capacity. What do we got? More outfits. Modifications. I actually want the modifications. Fox skin, hey? I think we might have seen a fox. There, or is that a raccoon? That's a fox.
Stocking up.
I also need rat. I need a rat bone for something. Tiny meat. Yeah, I don't know what I need the rat bone for. I can't remember what I need the rat bone for, but it's something.
Tasty.
Man, the scenery is so nicely done. I got pretty much done. Yeah. Back to town. Oh, Ravan. Clear corruption zones to make areas safer. All machines are dangerous, but even more so when the area is corrupted. Interesting. I wonder if that includes like all machines or just the corrupted ones.
The longer we stay here, the more it'll feel like home.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame.
I don't think flame leaves a shadow. I don't like that saying. It's I can't get those out of my inventory because I have rocks apparently.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good try.
How does 4 rock bundles not fit? Oh, because a bundle is 5? That means I could never... Oh, hang on. I mean, I could just drop the crate. Let's do that. Yeah. Because they're outlaw dark boxes, so I don't ever want outlaw dark boxes.
Take a look at these wares.
Where's the dude that sells the loot crates? It's like under here somewhere.
You'll regret not stopping.
Is that one?
Take it. Too sunny. I've got all the best goods here.
Okay. The scavenger light box and the dark boxes. I think these are the ones that all have the the rocks in them. What about the hunters? No, I think they're all scams. All scams. I'm not crafting. My fishbone. Oh, rat bone, there it is, the ammo sling. Fox skin, turkey skins.
Oh well.
I should sell a bunch of stuff.
You'll regret not
Buy my
stopping.
stuff. Okay, selling for metal shards. Get sold. Don't know about the glass. Craftings. Craftings, I've got a lot of them, I think. But they stack up higher, so it's probably only if I get full stacks. But I'm getting a bunch of those. Oh, I don't need those anymore. Oh, that's my gold one. I don't need those ones. What are we saving up for? I want to buy... Oh, I need a weapon merchant if I want to...
With these awesome. Only Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
I don't think there's. I'm not going to buy an interim weapon. I think we just save up, buy the best weapon, and then go again. You have weapons? Oh, okay. You've got these things. And then I use those things to buy a different loot box, so I don't want to speak to you either. Or you. I think it's those ones, hunting goods. There we go.
Would you like to buy something today?
Don't forget to stop.
No, come on. We'll have time for that later.
We all have our...
Won't cost you a shard just to look. Check out these wares.
Okay. You also need crystal bindings for these, or bigger hearts. So some of those I might need to get interim ones. Melee attack. Stitch for stealth. That makes the wearer harder to see and hear. So that one's 1,000, but needs 4 watcher lenses, which we only have 2 because we sold a heap of them. More stealth is good. And then we want something that you can swap to in combat when you're no longer stealthed. Need more luminous braidings. We might have to get interim ones because we don't have the other things. As for weapons, when do I get my, do I get a better spear? No. Okay, we can get a better rope caster, snap more hearts. Get the best rope caster. I like the rope caster. Ultra lightweight bow trades power for fast reload and firing time. Is good for short to medium range combat. Fire arrows can ignite, blaze canister backpacks can be modified. Okay, so that's for if we want to inflict an ailment. And there's no ice arrows. Oh, that's got ice arrows. Low damage fire elemental payloads. Ah, okay, like ice, shock or corruption. I guess ice arrows could be. Now, what are those ones? Those are like precision damage, tear. So it doesn't actually do damage, but tears better. So it breaks things. Better bombs. How does that go against the bomb we have? One. I've just got a regular boring sling. Does 14 damage, 25 frost. Whereas the big sling is 14 damage, 25 frost. It just comes with more modifications, so you can increase stuff. Okay. Oh, Shadow Blast Sling. Oh, I see. That one does high damage, low elemental. So that's it's just a pure damage sling. So I wonder if you'd get ones and set it depends how you set them up though. Like you either set that up with better handling to go faster, or damage, or you put a special elemental, like if you want it to be your corruption, then you just do extra corruption. Yeah, if you want it to be fire, you go plus fire. Alright. What's the plan? Let's have a look at quests. It appears that Erin's sister Ursa was kidnapped instead of slain. But many questions remain. Where is she? Who is responsible? Okay, where is that? That's over there. And that one's over there. That's a really high level zone along the way though. I don't know if we're ready for that. We don't have to do the corruption though. We can try to sneak past it. We can also try to get that. And we can also do something else as well if we've got them. Okay, we could try to get a long leg lens from there, I think. What's there? Honor the Fallen. Ah, let's do that. Feels good.
We have to trust in our king to appease the sun.
Run, Aloy, run.
This must be the Shrine of Kings that Milan told me about.
We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun King, but it's out.
You won't get in there. That
hey,
dried up
twin.
old prune in a robe sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Osram want with a Karja shrine anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of him. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Osram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun King, but it's ours now. It's a public...
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
Ah,
if you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light. Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
Your Sun King is false?
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father. Dishonored us all.
No, he murdered his father.
Kill the Sun King. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
Huh, the sun calls for blood now. How'd you give me lots of yours?
So the Karja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
And I really hope we get to defend ourselves against this guy.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority, youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Well, you're acting like a 3-year-old.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And for his stupid hat as well, because
everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You don't believe in the throne, the priesthood, the army, or the city, so I guess you have no authority here.
I have the authority of the sun.
Then call it for help. No one else will listen.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Can't get a wink of sleep. Bought my bed from a Karja, and just like them, it's too damn soft.
Coward.
Blood for blood. Theirs for Ursa's.
Smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've done a good day's work.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Karja do.
Sometimes it feels like Ursa was the pin holding Oseram and Karja together.
You look well.
Oh, we get to go get a pick of flower. Yeah.